Hey guys, welcome back to Coin Knowledge. So today we're going to be taking a look at two gaming projects here within the crypto gaming space of the MMORPG variety. Two that we've covered on the channel here, just giving you my opinions between the two about their gameplay, their recent partnerships, their native tokens, how they've been performing. Since you'll see there's a lot of similarities between the two, but they are on different blockchains, so that is the biggest difference there, amongst others. But we'll go over them side by side here a little bit. And if you guys are a fan of crypto gaming and some of these like comparison videos that we do on the channel occasionally, consider subscribing to the channel, liking your videos, or liking the videos. Your support means everything to me. So if we look here, the first project being Legends of Illumia. So if we see here, obviously Legends of Illumia, it's the next generation MMORPG. They are building on Solana, actually, which is something that I'm very bullish on, is Solana. So I think Solana Gaming will have its own narrative underneath that, obviously. And so as far as the gameplay goes, I think the gameplay is actually very visually stunning. If we look at the partnerships, both of them do share MMORPG brands, but I think it's a very big partnership to have, one that we always love to see. They're partnered with Unix Gaming, Good Games Guild, some of these projects we've talked about on the channel, like Solar Eco Fund, that's Solana backing. Some things that, some of their projects or partners have to say, or backers, like GuildFi, they actually said that they went and visited the team studios and they were stunned with the quality that the group can deliver. MMORPG brands have good things to say. So, and we were looking at the gameplay. So, Legends of Illumia, they do have two tokens within their economy. They have a governance token, the Aluminum Crowns token, and then they do have their EKS token, the in-game currency token as well. So, a little bit different compared to the project that we'll cover next to it. So, the Aluminum City, think of it as like almost like a centralized hub where you meet up with your friends, repair your equipment, trade your items in. The PVE, obviously you can join with friends, make guilds, go do raids, dungeons, stuff like that. PvP, where other players can actually fight each other. That's always a good element to have all these different ones within a big open world like this. If we look at the gameplay here, I think it's actually very, very crisp. In my opinion, use actually gameplay on like YouTube. You look up like streamers who have actually streamed this game, and I think the game runs very well. We'll actually take a look at one of the recent partnerships with a major YouTube streamer who actually has a lot of good things to say it in his video, since he's came on as an advisor recently. But look at the gameplay. I think, again, visually the game looks great. So I think that it is again a great game. I think so far, and they're still building. Both these games are not fully out yet. I think Legends of Illumia is about like an 80% development rate right now. They do have obviously their avatars or NFTs within the game that you can get in and buy. Again, we see the two native tokens. So the ELU Aluminum Crowns token being the governance, where you can get access to character drops and game activities. Maybe like a governance, like maybe like votes in the future. EKS, the Aluminum Crystal Shards, which is the in-game currency token, which you'd be using to exchange and trade, or get player boosts, enhancements. Right now, it's not listed on a lot of places. If we look at their Twitter page, we can actually see, again, some more gameplay. Again, they really point out the fact that it's led by MMORPG brands, which I love seeing that, honestly. That's just, again, my opinion. And the gameplay, again, the gameplay is very cool. I think it's for a project that's working and in development, it almost looks like it could be to a level of being a full-flown game. I mean, we've seen other crypto games and just games in general that have came out that are at a lesser quality of this one. So I like that quite a bit. We can see that they actually just made a pretty big partnership with the Lazy Peon, who's actually joined the Aluminum team. It's a veteran. He's a veteran content creator with about 740,000 subscribers and hundreds of MMO reviews on like YouTube and stuff. So a pretty big partnership. Pretty big to have him with someone of that following and that kind of MMORPG background to be able to come on as an advisor. I think is very, very good. I think it's very bullish for them. Again, they have their native token, the Aluminum Crowns, which right now is sitting at about a $19 to $20 million market cap circulating, with only a 35 million fully diluted. Again, it's on the Solana network, and they've actually seen about a 200 to 300% in the last, I would say, 7 days or even 1 month. So I mean, it's kind of gone up quite a bit, obviously, but so do your own research there and be careful if you're thinking about getting involved with either one of these tokens. I mean, none of this is financial advice; just bringing it to your attention. But we see their token launched about at like April, beginning of May last year, 2020. Well, sorry, it's 2024 now, but 2022, old habits. So they have not seen a bull run, which is something that I prefer to see. Their token dilution, again, they have 53% of the supply around. They're out currently, so not too bad. Look at where they're listed. They're only on like Jupiter, Radium, and Gate.io, so not really any exchanges for the most part. So I think you're very early there. Pretty good volume, obviously about 17 million on the 24-hour. Pretty insane. So that's Aluminum Legends of Illumia. I really like them. I think it's a great low cap Solana gaming play. If you're looking for something like that to add to your portfolio or have it on your watch list, if you're bullish on Solana and you're looking for that lower cap game on there, that's maybe not like a Star Atlas or even like a Honeyland, or even like a Crown, something like that. If you're looking for lower tier as far as market cap, not quality, market cap, I think that Aluminum or Legends of Illumia is something maybe to have on your watch list and consider. Next one we'll be taking a look at is DIMO Online, another MMORPG, except this one's building on Avalanche. So again, kind of like the Legends of Illumia with the Solana. If you're bullish on Avalanche and Avalanche Gaming, then you're probably bullish on DIMO Online, or at least know about DIMO Online. We've covered them quite a bit. We covered them and back in 2022, I want to say May of 2022, when they were first coming out and really, a little bit more coming out as far as like developments. But they've been around since the end of 2021, I want to say. And we look at their gameplay, we look at the latest dev update. I think, yep, there should be a video here if it will load. Oop, I don't know if I can mute that, but we'll look at their Twitter because I know they have more gameplay on there. So if we look at it, you can apply for the alpha. You can download. They have like a game launcher, and that's one thing I will say is that I see way more gameplay of like Legends of Illumia, way more than I see like DIMO Online. I mean, we're having already streamers get access. I know that Legends of Illumia right now, at the time of this recording, is not fully free to play. You do have to buy an NFT in order to gain access, but it's because it's so early on. It's not the game isn't fully out. It will become free to play as development carries on and when the game fully comes out. So it will again become free to play. If you look at their team behind DIMO Online, they have a decent team. I like that it's a docs team, and I think Palek is pretty big, having 4 million subscribers. I know he's big with music. They have some team members coming from like RuneScape, blockchain experts coming from Chain Guardians, another game that we've covered in the way past, and just more bigger brand names, bigger games, a lot more experience. They have a lot of partnerships. Again, we're seeing like Avalanche, Aminoka Brands, Polka Starter, Games, Nexo, just to name a couple. Skyvision, Chain Guardians, obviously, since they have a team member from there, maybe. One thing that makes them a little bit different, so they say, is they don't have a level or skill cap. They do have their one in-game token, the Domi token, which we take a look at. Again, they have other classes, other weapons. I mean, you can go in here and take a look at both these projects, and that's what I'd actually recommend if you're curious on them at all, either one of these. But if we look at their Twitter, look at the gameplay here, we can pull up right here. Let's see if I can enlarge this a little bit. Obviously, let's mute that. The gameplay in Domi Online looks good too. I mean, it really does actually remind me of like a RuneScape, really does, especially like an old Scape. Obviously, it looks a little bit better, but again, when we're comparing the two, I don't know. I personally like the visuals of Legends of Illumia a lot more than DIMO Online, and that's just my opinion. I mean, obviously, let me know in the comments below which one do you guys really prefer, visually wise, and maybe even gameplay. If you got your hands on either one of these between DIMO Online and Legends of Illumia, I think. But again, both are in development. Neither one of them are fully out, so you have to take that with a grain of salt and take it for what it is. But I think that DIMO Online is a great game. It's been building a lot longer, I think, than Legends of Illumia. Since Legends of Illumia has kind of been building since 2022. DIMO Online, they launched their Domi token at the very end of the last bull cycle. So really, they have not seen a full-blown bear or bull market. They've definitely seen a full-blown bear market, but they've not seen a bull market yet, which that is always bullish. We saw in the last quarter of 2023, they ran up to about 7, I think even 9, maybe 7 to 8 cents roughly, and I think that put them at like I want to say like a $40 million circulating market cap. They have a little bit more dilution than like something like an aluminum crown for Legends of Illumia at a $12 million circulating market cap right now versus a $40 million fully diluted market cap. So obviously, if looking at an FTV fully diluted, aluminum crown's a little bit more undervalued than like a DIMO Online, but I like them both. And again, the biggest difference here, in my opinion, is that it really comes down to if you're more bullish on Avalanche doing Avalanche gaming or Solana gaming. That could have a big play in it. Obviously, we look at DIMO. They're only listed really on like DEXs and Gate.io, kind of the same exchange as Aluminum Crowns is. They are multi-chain right now. Their token, it's on BNB, Ethereum, and Avalanche, but I believe the game is primarily building on Avalanche, so I'd have it more of like in an Avalanche gaming bucket than like a Binance or a BNB or Ethereum. So either way, when I'm looking at the two projects, I think that Legends of Illumia is a little bit more quality at this current state. I would say it's a little bit more polished, a little bit more quality. People are actually playing it a lot more. They have good volume. Their NFTs actually have a pretty decent floor right now as far as like their heroes. I want to say on Magic Eden, their heroes is like a 4 soul floor. So we'll take a look here. Look at their NFT marketplace. I mean, their characters, their heroes are actually doing very well. For a game that's in development, not fully out yet, because you can get access to playing the game, I believe they're at a 4 soul price, so that's around like a 450 dollar floor price on their NFTs, I want to say, on their heroes. So very bullish. I mean, the fact that there's that much volume, that much of a floor on a game that's not really out yet. And I think besides obviously using it within game and having access, there's not a whole lot of other utility to them right now, but people see the potential. And it's been definitely getting a lot more hype recently than like a Domain Online. Granted though, Domain Online had its hype cycle at the end of 2023, but Legends of Illumia hasn't had that hype cycle yet. So we're seeing that a lot right now. Obviously, if we look at if we look at the 1 year, we didn't really see a whole lot of price action until the very end of 2023, and I mean the very, very end, even into 2024. Versus like a Domain Online had, a little bit of a run at the end of 2023, but is not really seeing as much run right now as with a lot of gaming projects. They really blew up at the end of last year, and right now they've kind of came back down, maybe providing good DCA levels. Now, let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of Domain Online, again, versus like a Legends of Illumia? Are you more bullish on Avalanche? Are you more bullish on Solana? Which game would you personally play or choose if you had to choose between the two? Let me know. Let's talk about it. My opinion is I think both are obviously going to do very well. I do acknowledge that something like an Aluminum Crowns has a lower, fully diluted market cap than like a Domain Online. And I think Solana's going to do a little bit better short term than an Avalanche. And it's definitely in the hype circle right now. I mean, Aluminum Crowns and Legends of Illumia definitely has the hype on it way more right now versus like a Domain Online with their Domi token. But again, that's just what's going on right now, in my opinion, on the two projects. I like them both. Full disclosure, I hold them both. But let's talk about it. Comments below. What do you guys think between the two if you had to pick one, or pick both? I don't know. Let's talk about it. If you guys can like the video, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share the video. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right. See you guys.